Protein shakes, what are in your protein shakes? Well, what kind of protein's in it? Whey, okay. So whey is a derivative of cow's milk, which any animal product is a complete protein. So whey is a complete protein. What's that? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. So you are going to get, and normally, if you're getting a good whey protein supplement, they're going to also add in extra branched chain amino acids into that supplement, if it's a good one. Any questions? Anybody else? You understand it? So far, so good? Okay. Carbohydrates, next, okay? Carbohydrates are the main fuel source used by the body during exercise, which are stored in muscles as glycogen, a form of sugar, okay? Carbs also feed the brain, all right? Now, understand that when you are burning fuel normally during exercise, or burning glycogen, which your body normally gets from carbohydrates, but can also get from protein or fat sources. Okay? So that's just the fuel type that your body uses during exercises. Okay. Now the first thing that we talked about, carbs also feed the brain. Anybody ever gone on a carb-free diet before? You ever feel really stupid after about a week? Slow. Walk into a room and completely forget what you went in there for? Okay. Okay, carbohydrates feed the brain, all right? And so when you're working out hard and you're on a carb-free diet, a lot of times you can feel a little mentally slow. Sometimes you're going to be a little forgetful, and even sometimes you can be irritable, okay? And have trouble focusing and such things, okay? Carbohydrates are brain food, all right? It's the only thing that your brain runs off of, okay? So the next small bullet is veggies versus fruit versus starches versus sugar, and we kind of covered that before, and that is vegetables are the lowest amount of calories per volume, okay? The highest amount of antioxidants per volume, okay? Antioxidants, polyphenols are considered phytonutrients, okay, or nutrients that you only get from the sun, and they're the more colorful nutrients. That's why, a lot of nutritionists say eat vegetables, eat from the rainbow, eat the entire color spectrum, okay, because each one of those are different phytonutrients, and they have different strengths and different properties and all right. We understand does anyone not understand phytonutrients? Be afraid to raise your hand. Phyto. Yeah, you know what? Even so, phytonutrients, okay? It's really phytonutrients, but that's exactly right. And a hell of an analogy, because the phytonutrients help to fight, okay, free radicals in the body. When you breathe in bad air, okay, drink bad water, eat food that has, maybe you didn't wash your grapes or whatever, and it has, that herbicides and insecticides and stuff like that. A lot of exercise, okay, your body kicks off that waste, okay, those are free radicals. Those are not, they're not good molecules floating around in your body, and these phytonutrients or phytonutrients, okay, they're going to go in and they're going to bond with these free radicals, and they're going to escort them out of your body, okay, and neutralize them and release them and escort them out of the body. Okay, so it's important to get these phytonutrients so that way we're kind of getting rid of a lot of these free radicals that are introduced into the body every single day. Okay, phytonutrients, antioxidants are phytonutrients. That's right. Yep. And yeah, that's our polyphenols and that kind of things. Okay. All right. So, and then we go to fruits. Okay. Veggies versus fruits. And fruits are more carbohydrate dense. They're more carbohydrate dense than vegetables are. Okay, meaning that there's a lot more energy. There's a lot more carbohydrate energy, you know, in a smaller volume, okay, of carbohydrate than there are vegetables. To give you an example, one banana would be, I believe, like eating 13 cups of broccoli. Yeah. Who's ever eaten 13 cups of broccoli in one sitting? Who's ever eaten 2 bananas in one sitting? This guy, maybe 3. Okay. So they're very carbohydrate dense, but here's the thing about fruits is that they're harder for the body to break down because of the fructose. Okay, fructose is a little harder for the body to break down. All right, than say starch energy. Okay, starches are potatoes, rice, other types of natural fruits. Okay, things like that. All right, starches are a little easier for the body to break down. Okay, and you will have it will have an effect on your blood sugar a lot faster than fruits and vegetables. Okay, so just because of the speed that your body is able to break down those starches. All right, sugars. Okay, when you ingest sugars, okay, say you know everybody's seen those packets of white sugar that you can get almost anywhere. If you were to put a couple of those in your mouth and swallow it, in less than 5 minutes, your blood sugar will spike. Okay, it digests that fast. Okay, and really the reason why is because of the different types of carbohydrates. Okay, they have more chemical bonds. The less chemical bonds they have, like sugar, the easier your body is able to digest them. Okay, starches have a little bit more chemical bond than fruit, and vegetables have a little bit more. Okay, does that make sense? So we get why vegetables versus fruit versus starch versus sugar. Okay. Fats or fatty acids, okay, play a hormonal role in the body. Also used for repair and recovery. Fats are important to feel satiated longer after a meal. Okay. When you consume fats, okay, I'll tell you something a little bit about fat. It is the most important source of energy, okay, for your body. Most important. It's as hard to break down when it goes in as it is when you're trying to get fat out, right? And how are we always trying to get fat out? Right here, right? This is how we want it out. Okay. So it's hard to break that down, all right? And we'll learn a couple tricks here in a bit about how to actually work that towards our benefit. But remember that when you eat fats, and which one is fats up here? Say it out loud. Nuts. Yeah, nuts and seeds. Okay. When you bring those into your body and they're down in their stomach, okay, it takes a little while for your body to break that down. Okay, it stays with you longer. Okay. Your brain and your stomach are constantly communicating via chemicals, etc., and you're going to stay fuller or satiated longer. Okay, you're going to stay satisfied longer. Okay, also fiber. Okay, and also protein. Okay, so it makes sense when we go back to the very top of the page and we say eat meats, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. We've got protein, we've got fiber, and we've got fats, which is the most ideal meal to put together because, one, it takes forever to break that stuff down, stay fuller longer, and we get better macronutrients out of it. Make sense? Okay.
You're less likely to eat the junk.